Hello everyone, it's Shane Kanto, your Wasteland reviewer, and I'm here to review Justice League World War II. And this is a new film in the ever vastly growing animated cinematic universe of DC Comics. And as somebody who's not a huge consumer of all of those different kinds of films, to be perfectly honest, I think I've mostly only watched some of the Batman ones, which are right behind me somewhere. Like, I'm a huge fan of the ones that are spin-offs from the Batman animated series. There's parts of The Killing Joke I love. Strange at the beginning. But you have those, like, I like Hush and Under the Red Hood, those kind of Batman films. So, I haven't watched, if I'm not mistaken, any Justice League specific animated films. And I guess this is my first one. And this one really focuses on Flash. So, Barry Allen. And this film is directed by Jeff Lemire, and this focuses on Barry Allen, who is having some relationship issues with Iris West, his girlfriend, because, he's not there enough for her and honest with her enough in terms of balancing his job as being Flash and protecting the world, and he gets caught up in a fight between Brainiac and Superman, which it's a fun, interesting fight that they portray here. I appreciate Brainiac is constantly recalculating his probability of success as he's fighting, and he tries to shoot Superman with a kryptonite bullet, and Barry just runs at it and then BAM! Into another time, another place, another dimension. You're going to have to watch the film to find out. I'm not going to give that away because this film does give you some different kinds of mystery and intrigue, and there's some twists in terms of the story, who some of these characters might actually be, who are they working with. This takes place in World War II. Who are the Nazis? Which one of these characters is working for the Nazis? And you have this kind of thing, and the film starts with this, old-timey kind of newsreel. And you have this exposition dump of setting the stage, and you have triumphant, Justice League music, and the music's great. And you have this film, it has a very smooth and cartoony look to it. And there's a sheeniness. It's not quite cel-shaded, but it kind of looks like that a little bit. I wasn't the hugest fan of the animation style. It works. It wasn't anything particularly interesting or special to me. But you're taking a look at this. It has enough here. You have some great Wonder Woman fight scenes, and you have Minuteman and Hawkman, and somebody saved them. It's some form of Aquaman. And that's where some of the dialogue is really cheesy. It's straight out of Kong. Oh, well, there's some very similar lines in Godzilla vs. Kong that are equally as terrible. It looked like it pained the actor to say the lines. And if these were actual actors standing there, I would have loved to see their faces trying to say some of the dialogue in this film. But the thing is, it's cheesy. This definitely, well, that's the thing. It feels cheesy and silly and goofy in that way that it's made for kids, but also it deals with some darker stuff, and there's death. And you don't really feel a huge connection to some of these characters, because I don't know if this is supposed to connect to other films, or you're just supposed to be going in and having the emotional connection with these characters because they're comic book characters, but I don't have enough connection to Minuteman and Hawkman, or honestly Aquaman, to really feel I care so much about them. It's you need to show that and prove it. I do think they spend a nice amount of time connecting Steve Trevor and Wonder Woman. They do take some shortcuts narratively, but I still felt more connected to their relationship than a lot of the other characters. But in general, this has some twists and turns and some prizes, fun action, and I feel a good story at the center for Barry Allen as Flash. So, in general, I think this is a fine little film. I would put this as the Batman, basically Bruce Lee movie that came out earlier this year that I had fun with it. It did some cool things. It doesn't like transcend, like this isn't great. This isn't like Sub-Zero or Mask of the Phantasm for me, or Under the Red Hood. I'm a huge fan of that one. But I do enjoy this enough. Will I add it to my collection? Probably not. But am I glad that I watched it? Yes. Also glad that I waited until it was for renting and not buying for $20. But those are my thoughts on Justice League World War II. Let me know what you think, and let's talk some movies. But thank you as always for tuning in and supporting your Wasteland reviewer.